So I've talked about this before, about the loss of the European Social Fund and how much it will affect towns like mine and other poor communities throughout the UK. But here's basically how much we stand to lose. So the annual £500 million European Social Fund provides for employment and skills training in communities that are poorly served or neglected by mainstream support. A report by the Commons Work and Pensions Committee has warned that if there was a gap in funding after March 29th next year, the consequences would be disastrous for providers and for local areas and for individuals. In evidence to the committee, one service provider, Graham Parry of Groundwork, explains that if there was a gap, you will lose infrastructure, you will lose knowledge, you will lose delivery, you will lose support for clients, and you will lose organisations. The committee warned that replacing the European Social Fund would be no small investment, as between 2007 and 2013 the total value of funding was around €8.6 billion. In response to these concerns, the government have pledged to create a UK shared prosperity fund. Okay, that's just a pledge. Remember, at the same time, they are pledging to also give farmers a subsidy, something which they haven't put a number on yet. And remember, we've gone over this before, but about 80% of all small farms would go out of business because they would not be able to compete in Europe without that farm rebate that we got from the EU. So bear in mind, they haven't actually said this is going to be a thing they are going to create. They haven't given it a number, and if they do, they have to match the funding we were getting from the European Union. Can our current government, a government that insists austerity is going to last until 2020, but I have no doubt will come out in the future, it's going to have to last longer, do you think they're going to honestly give money to these poor communities? So, but what's even more funnier is that you now have Brexiteers chiming in saying, yes, we need this now, considering they've been saying how much we don't need Europe and the EU. Brexiteer Labour MP Frank Field, who chairs the committee, welcomed the move, but warned if action was not quick enough, existing suppliers could be bankrupt. He added, the government must act quickly so that those excellent existing suppliers are not bankrupt. Effective reform here offers the government an important new chance to begin to fill our skills gap for the communities upwards instead of having a top-down approach. So basically you have a Brexiteer basically admitting, yeah, we sort of need that European Social Fund. When for years Brexiteers have said that that is just wasted money. Including this guy, by the way. So there you have yet another Brexit joke.